Here I'm going to show you how to find the solution to a system of equations using determinants using the DESMOS calculator. So in order to find the solution, we need to know what x and y is. And in order to find that, we need to know what dx and d and dy are. And those are our matrices that we're going to enter into the calculator. So to come up with those matrices, D is just this. So if you look here, A1 is what is in front of the x, A2 is what's in front of the x in your other equation. So this would be -4 and 4, and then B1 would be -2, and B2 is 8. So that is our first matrix. Then the next two, to show you how these are slightly different, we need to know that the first column of our matrix is the x, and the second column is the y. So when we're trying to find dx, we need to change the x column. The x column is no longer A1 and A2, it is now C1 and C2. And the y column stays the same. So for this one, it would be C1 and C2 is what's at the end here, -12, -24, and then B1 and B2 still stay as -2 and 8. And then for the dy, the y column is the one that changes to the C1, C2. And the x column stays the same. So this one would be, make it a little smaller here to fit. So it would be -4, 4, and -12, -24. So we are going to find the determinant of each of these matrices using the calculator. So let me go to that calculator and show you how it's done. So the website is www.desmos.com/matrix. And here we are. We can do lots of different things on this calculator. The first step, though, is to define your matrix. So you just click New Matrix, and you can change the size of it. There's 3 columns, 3 rows, 2 rows, 3 columns, whatever. So ours are 2 rows, 2 columns. And you enter your numbers in. So my first one is -4, and I just press the tab button on my keyboard to go to the next one. You could just click on it with your mouse if you prefer. After you enter it in, you press the return button at the bottom right, and it'll give you a new line. The determinant button is the one that says DET. So we want to find the determinant of matrix A. And it tells us that it is -24. That is something you could do by hand by just multiplying diagonally. We get -32 and subtracting whatever we get when we multiply diagonally the other way. So that would also give us -24. But this does it for us. So I'm going to show you one more. So you can just click to add a new matrix, and our next matrix is -12, -2, -24, 8. And then again, you click the return button, and we want to find the determinant of B. And we see it's -144. So I could do that for C as well. And then once we know what each of these are, D was -24, dx is -144, and dy is 144. These now we're going to use and substitute into these formulas to see what x and y are. So x is dx divided by d. You put that in your calculator, you see that is 6. And then y is dy divided by d. Put that in your calculator, you see it's -6. So what this has told us is if we were to graph these two equations, the point where they intersect, the solution they have in common is 6, -6.